Okay, now this section is for you to try. So, I want you to pause the video now and do question number 3. If you're playing the video again, you should have done question number 3. If not, pause the video now and do question number 3. Otherwise, here's the answer to question number 3. Okay, now pause the video again and do question number 4. If you're playing the video again, you should have done question number 4. If not, pause the video now and do question number 4. Otherwise, here's the answer to question number 4. It's kind of hard to see, but this is an open circle on 4 and a closed circle on 6. Okay. Now let's move on to number 5. So the question asks, is x equal to 4 a solution to the compound inequality? Show work to support your answer. Now, in order to find out whether 4 is a solution to this inequality, if I have x is equal to 4, I'm going to take 4 and plug it in for my x. So I need to rewrite my inequality as negative 10 is less than or equal to negative 2x, which is less than or equal to 14. Now I'm going to plug my 4 in for x since x is equal to 4. So I'll have negative 10 is less than or equal to negative 2 times 4, which is less than or equal to 14. Now I need to solve. So I'll have my negative 10 is less than or equal to, if I do negative 2 times 4 in my calculator right now, I'll get negative 8 is less than or equal to 14. Now, in order to decide whether x equals 4 is a solution, I have to determine if this is true. I need to look at, is negative 10 less than or equal to negative 8, which is less than or equal to 14? Which is yes. Because negative 10, if we look on our number line right here, negative 10 is less than negative 8, and negative 8 is less than 14, which would be way over here. So yes, x equals 4 is a solution. Okay, we're going to finish the last part, which is our extension, which is solving compound inequalities with switching our signs. Now, our last extension was just switching the signs. So we need to remember, when multiplying or dividing by a negative number, we have to switch our signs. I want everyone to circle this right now. Multiplying or dividing by a negative number means we need to switch all signs. So, if I'm going to solve this, my first step is to get x by itself. So I need to divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. So I need to divide every part by negative 2. If I do negative 4 divided by negative 2, I'll get a positive 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 will give me an x. 8 divided by negative 2 will give me negative 4. But instead of just bringing down my sign, since I divided by a negative, both signs need to be flipped. So this sign is going to flip to this way. This sign is also going to flip to that way. So now that I've flipped my signs and written my inequality, I need to graph. So I'm going to label my graph with a 0 and a 2 and a -4. So if I want to graph this side first, I'm going to cover up this side, and I'll say that x is greater than -4. So I'll put an open circle on -4 with my arrow going this way. Now I'm going to rewrite this side and say that x is less than 2. So I'm going to put an open circle on 2, draw my arrow in. My arrows are facing each other, so I know to shade in the middle. Alright, I want you to try number 5 on your own. Remember, when you divide by a negative number, to switch your signs. So pause the video now and try number 5 on your own. If you turn the video back on, you should be done with number 5. If not, pause the video now and do number 5. Otherwise, here's the answer to number 5. Okay, we're now done with notes 2. So you can end the video and ask Miss L or Miss S for practice 1. Please let us know when you are done and fill out the survey at the end.